everyone. I hope you're having a great day. It is the 18th, the day after that big old emotional full moon lunar eclipse we just had. I hope it was uneventful. I know that it was kind of heavy, at least for me. A lot of energies that came up, things that you thought you had healed from. And I'm just saying, just because you heal from it does not mean that it still doesn't make you cry. So, I swore that I was just being overly emotional, but sure enough, it had everything to do with our moon cycle we just had. But anyways, enough of that. I hope, like I said, you guys having a great day today. And the energy definitely has cleared, and I feel much better. I feel much clearer. I hate crying, but I'm going to tell you right now, a good cry definitely cleanses everything. On top of the rain we had, so we had a good cleansing all the way around. I had a pretty detailed dream again last night, but before I get into that, I'm going to go ahead and do all the prayer and, the little beginning of my tarot, my readings. I know it gets old hearing it, but like I say on every reading, when you come to watch these readings, no matter who you watch, whether it be me or anybody else, anybody who's speaking from a different perspective, such as the divine realm, the divinely guided messages, use your discernment. Take what's yours and leave the rest. Don't force the energy to fit you. Don't watch too much of it, because you can manifest it into your own life. We hold both energies, male and female. So if I'm saying he and for you it's a she, then that's all right. You can get rid of the he, she altogether. We also hold both karmic energies and light energies. So dark and the light. It's always a balancing thing. We hold both. The key is to balance both. But anyways, don't force it, collective. If it's not your story, it is just simply not your story. Now, for my prayer, I ask that my ancestors, the highest divine, the angels, to please protect me while I channel any messages in this reading and after. Let my words be truthful and precise so that the collective can get what they need from this reading. And as I cleanse my space and my area, I ask once again Archangel Michael to rid any negative energies from this reading that just does not fit. Okay. With that out of the way, again, here we go. So last night I had a dream, and like I said on the last couple of dreams when I share my dreams, I don't necessarily want to say who was in my dream, but if the name does come out at the end of the reading, I will. It's a good confirmation for at least me, and it does still surprise me when that happens. But anyways, my dream was about an individual in the town that I live in that is well known. She is one of the, I guess you would call it, matriarchs of a church that I used to go to. And I wouldn't say that this was a good dream. Maybe toward the end it was a good dream, but toward the beginning it was sad to watch. It was, Lucy, it was one of those dreams where you kind of just don't want to watch it, because it kind of reminded me of why I personally chose to expand, not leave, because I do believe in a divine source. Expand from just religion. With that being said, my dream was about this lady that, like me, would believe and pray and at the end of the day, after praying for everyone and maintaining a facade and maintaining this perfect persona, at the end of the day, feeling alone, so alone that in the dream it showed me a part where I was to intervene in a suicide. This lady was going to attempt suicide, and she just felt alone. She felt lost in all the realities, and no book in that Bible could bring her out of it. And there was a time in my life where I felt lost. Where I felt no matter how many times I prayed for a certain outcome, it seemed to never come. It seemed like my prayers were going unheard. Like nobody was listening, nobody was helping. But anytime I prayed for someone else, things would get better for them. Well, for me, it wasn't until I started praying for myself in a different way, and also changing things in my life to match the energies of my prayers, that my life started to change. My life started to expand in a more spiritual way. For this person, she had to maintain this facade because she was head of a church. And in my dream, her only way she thought out was to end it all. In the dream, I was in a grocery store and there was donations being given. I don't know why or for what, to myself. And it was getting sifted by kind of like a banker. She, the lady I speak of in my dream, she was like the banker. So she was only giving certain amounts to everyone, not remembering totals or anything like that, becoming very defensive and forgetful. I know the dream is kind of all over the place, but in the end of the dream, it is me walking in and stopping that from happening. I know that in my dream I was speaking to family members after that happened, and easing them into a more wide understanding of the limitations that religion has once put on me. So, from that dream, I believe that these messages that I share are meant to awaken the collective in a way, give them a different perspective, a different set of eyes, a fresh set of eyes into my understanding of why I have chosen to expand from religion. But enough about that. I know I kind of rambled there. I am going to go ahead and start to pull some cards and see where this story connects. Let me get some music going. Hurt by Christina Aguilera is playing. We're going to go ahead and start with the whatever deck. And just see what comes out from there. Alright, ancestors, go ahead and take over and guide this reading in the way that needs to be done. Shadow work. Shadow work. Working hard. Going within and seeing. Shadow work is a continuous thing. It is, like I said in the beginning of the reading, how this full moon lunar eclipse has pulled up some deep rooted emotions that I needed to face. Like I said, shadow work is a continuous healing tool that reveals the innermost of things that we hide within. Like my dream, the individual I talk about was stuck in this box, having to maintain a way of being because of who she is. And maintaining that way of being, it does not allow self to go within. It's hard to look within when you're always trying to maintain perfection. It's hard to work on what needs to be worked on when you're working on everything else for everyone else. You're praying for everyone else. With spirituality, although it sounds selfish, I was gifted the opportunity to see that I was important too, and that I was worth the prayers that I was praying for everyone else. Fingerprints. My fingerprints were left fingerprints were left. I thought that I had done all the shadow work. I had worked on all those deep rooted emotions, and this full moon revealed that I had left fingerprints left uncleaned from a situation. That no longer suited me. And sometimes, like me, it helped me escape the box, the matrix. They say the matrix is the 3D realm, but it really is, it's your reality. It's the box that limits the capacity of certain things. In my dream, I was the one who had escaped the matrix, and the lady who I speak about was stuck. So stuck that she felt ending it would be her escape. Ooh. Escaping the matrix has enabled me to feel peace, to feel whole, to feel not alone in situations. Not saying being religious didn't help me, but it kept me captive. It kept me from expanding. Be the tower. What kind of tower will it be for you, collective? Will it be an emotional? Was it an emotional tower? Emotional realization? Or will it be an ending that could possibly be stopped? Passing on what one has learned. Sometimes healing takes digging through those bones in the closet, those wounds that you thought healed. Sometimes looking at self. Digging up what still needs to be healed. Like I said, shadow work is an endless process, and it needs to be continued. And what good does escaping the matrix, learning the expanded way of the divine, spirituality, what good is it if I just keep it to myself? Keep what I have learned to myself. Sure, I remain at peace. But while there's chaos around me, is there anything that I could have done to directly help somebody else. She doesn't know what she's done. You are directly responsible for any in your reach. Side of my league. Since I've been expanding spiritually, I have learned to utilize my intuition, to pay attention to signs that my body alone puts off when certain people are around. How I feel after they leave, or even while they're still there. One thing that the stories in the Bibles have all taught me was that many people go through cycles, go through the same stories. And it doesn't matter what religion you look at, the stories all seem to be the same. The lessons all seem to be the same. Many watch and don't understand. So they ridicule what they don't. I'm just a fool to believe. Patrick Swayze, she's like the wind. Many don't understand what they see, the changes that I have personally made collective. Out of your hands. Can you control it? And there are many things that the Bible alone, religion alone, was not able to teach me how to get out of situations. I was always told to just pray on it, pray on it. It'll get better. Pray on it. Pray on it. And don't get me wrong, prayer works. Prayer is great. What they don't tell you is that who are you praying to? Our bloodlines, our ancestors all have different beliefs. So if all of us go to one congregation and are praying to the same, are we praying to the same divine entity? Or are we praying to someone who is possibly not of our bloodline? Does that directly affect whether our prayers get answered or not? I didn't know my own strength. Whitney Houston. With religion. I felt that, well, I was taught with religion that some decisions were forever that I would be frowned upon for making a mistake. Staying in relationships that no longer fit me. And I've said it many times, collective. People in your life are there to be learned from, to take something from. Some of them only minutes. They share only minutes with you. Some of them share seasons with you, and some of them share lifetimes, are meant to share lifetimes with you. With religion, at least with the Catholic side, I was taught that divorce was against the Bible. I was stuck in this box of all these teachings that no longer fit what was going on in my life. I didn't know my own strength. Gang stalking through tech, collective. There are many still hacking. They're using tech to hack your accounts, to stop these messages from being shared. Many of those will be humbled, just as I was in life. In my dream, I was a little confused by this part, but there was an involvement that this church person had with taking, I want to say donations, but I'm not sure what exactly my dream was trying to entail on that part. But collective, for you, there could have been a payment that was supposed to come on bended knee. Boys to Men, how a perfect love goes wrong. O'clock. Yeah, I said that. I'm down on bended knee. One thing I have learned with tarot, with the spiritual community, is that many of us collective, I am part of the collective. That's why I tell my story, and I utilize what I've went through, what I've learned in the collective readings. That many of us go through the same thing, maybe with different details, but we all go through the same thing, just like the Bible stories, in a different way at different times in our life, depending where we are, what is happening, what chaos is being thrown at us. But whoever had a direct effect in stopping a payment, whether it be the church that was involved or family, loved ones, people. Lucy. People in your life that no longer are of your highest good. People of your past that many of us continue to heal from. The ones that have left fingerprints on our lives. The gang stalkers. The ones who were trying to take someone's peace. The ones who we thought were our forevers. Are going to be humbled by a backfire. They never wanted the collective to escape the matrix, to escape the box that they put themselves in, but also that they formed around them. This is what, for me, religion made me feel. That no matter how much I prayed, I was trapped, repeating over and over and over these cycles that weren't changing, because I was never taught that with prayer you must do change. And I'm not saying that that is all religion's fault. That has a lot to do with my upbringing too. But in the Bible, the recycled readings over and over and over and over, it's the same stories repeated over and over and over and over. They never change. The outcomes never change. Living on a prayer only flooded it promoted procrastination, because I was always waiting for those prayers to be answered instead of going out there and making it happen. Listening to my intuition when I shouldn't go somewhere, when I shouldn't do something, when I shouldn't fight for somebody, when I should stay, when I shouldn't stay. Those signs, those repeating numbers, I was ignoring it all. Living on prayer. Just prayer alone. Filling up my time with tech. Posting all my woes on Facebook. Since I've been awakened to the reality that social media, posting everyone's life happenings, good moments, bad moments, there's a lot of haters out there. And like I said, while you're praying for change, somebody could be praying for your downfall. By you posting, by you spending so much time on social media, you give them ammo. You have to maintain a face. A mask. With spirituality, I have taken my power back. I have made big changes in my life. I have learned that sobriety is building a life you don't want to escape from. I have learned that those stories of the past, the Bible stories, are a stepping stone of what could be if you stay and don't grow. They're beautiful stories. My favorite is Job. I was chasing an outcome that no longer suited me. They say chasing the money and the money runs. Continuously making a loop, chasing after these prayers, and nothing ever seemed to change. The people, I never changed the people around me. I never changed the energy, never changed the way I posted, what I posted. Everything I had to change. Right down to my friends, including family. I was constantly chasing and running and burning out, and it was an endless loop. A cycle that had no end. Until it landed me almost 7 years ago with a prison sentence. And I'm not saying that the collective will end up going to prison if they don't leave religion. No. Sometimes when you stay in situations that no longer are meant for you, stay around people who aren't meant for you anymore. Instead of eclipsing them out of your life and making change happen for yourself. Things could get way worse. And this is not way worse. Death, choosing suicide, like my dream. That person in my dream did. Running in circles. I don't know, like I said, how the payment, the money, donations, taking donations for self has anything to do with what I'm talking about, escaping the boxed feeling of religion. But I know that a lot of the people that pray at church silently make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. No matter what persona they try to maintain. So collective. With this heavy energy that has been, what bones will be dug up? What energies will be revealed? What truths will come out? Including for those people standing at the front of your churches. Alright. I don't care who's wrong or right. I don't really want to fight anymore. Tina Turner. Let's go with this. Right back to the stolen inheritance. So money was stolen. Collective. Somebody's money was stolen, whether it be an inheritance, whether it be a check, whether it be a donation of some kind. Money was stolen. And a deputy knows, or was involved. Collective. They attack what they don't understand, and moving on, expanding from a way of living that you were for many, many, many moons, makes people hate you, makes people question why they can't control situations in your life anymore, why they are now blocked out of your life, why you choose to go down a different aisle so you don't have to interact, or look at the ground while passing them so you don't have to speak to them. Cruelty to animals. Somebody is doing cruel things to animals, whether that be physically or sending. Like I've said in many, many of my readings, spell work, witchcraft can be as simple as a few simple sentences, herbs, candles, jars, but it can also be evil eye being sent. One more try, George Michael. This is gonna hurt. That backfire card that came out. Whoever is continuing to smear the collective's name, to paint pictures, to steal, to block new beginnings, hurt. Somebody is under judgment. Somebody is having inner turmoil, shadow work. Somebody has this full moon, like it did for me. I've had enough of danger from people on the street. I'm looking out for angels, just trying to find some peace. The emotional, subconscious things that we thought healed, that we have buried deep inside, it came out for many people this past full moon. And whether they are being held in judgment by a deputy or by the divine or self, self-judgment. And sometimes that could be the worst. Getting stuck in your head. Maintaining strong boundaries, collective. Walking, whether it be simply walking down a different aisle, not allowing certain people in your life to have those contacts with you. Energy transfer is real, whether it be a hug, a handshake, or somebody just tapping you on the shoulder. Maintain those boundaries. Listen to your intuition, listen to your body when people come around, how you feel. I didn't see the danger. Now I just feel defeat. Weeds in your garden. Keeping people around you. Practicing practices that no longer help you. Like I said, those Bible stories, for me, were just a stepping stone. And if you learn the true story of Jesus, the oil that we all have within us, the power, they say, the healing he performed. He went all over, traveled many miles to learn many, many ways. Somebody has abused their power, whether that be a church official or a deputy, a court official, somebody with power. Money crimes. Judgment again. Somebody is taking a gamble on a non-believer. Somebody who doesn't believe in either religion or doesn't believe in spirituality. Or practices spirituality, maintaining the persona of a church, religion. Just tell the truth. Really get out of your own way. Get out of your own prison sentence in your head and tell the truth. Whatever you collect. Whatever. I said whatever you collected. Whatever you did. Cleansing needed, whether that be an emotional cleanse, a physical cleanse, a spiritual cleanse, witchcraft scent, evil eye scent. Bless this broken road. I set out on a narrow way many years ago. A lead, a supervisor, a head of a job, or a church. What my brow kept pushing through. I couldn't see how every sign pointed straight to you. Let's get a few from the purple box. Helicopters. Just heard the helicopters. It's funny. Helicopters, care flight go over us. You can hear it from every area in this town. Many of us, collective, like I said, we're cut from different cloth. We have different ancestry. And if we're all praying in one church, how do we know who we are praying to? Are we praying to the right ancestors, to the right? It's all part of a grander plan. Recall the memory. A star. And current events. This has happened currently. This is current events, collective. The moon energies, that lunar eclipse that we had, is revealing things, truths, bringing up stuff from the bottom of the ocean. Emotions. Water is emotions, right? So way deep down that we buried. Things that we did. I didn't want to go. Spell work. Don't take the girl. God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. You are directly responsible for those around you, collective. If you can help somebody, help them. Praying mantis. Different bloodlines have different beliefs. Let's live, not just survive, collective. Let's expand. Let's grow from what those old stories. Sometimes life does force you into situations, force you to see when you stay somewhere that you don't belong anymore, when you are with someone you're not supposed to be with, when you are praying for situations to go your way that aren't supposed to go your way. Life has a way of forcing. Vintage is beautiful. The old ways are beautiful. And like I said, they were a stepping stone for me. Old soul. That's what I'm hearing. Emotions. Take something you love the most. Give me a long reading, it looks like. Mahal. That means I love. That means love in Filipino. It's also a name, which is in the wrong box. Somebody is going to have several seats for all that they have done to the collective. All the prayers that they prayed against the collective. Keeping them stuck. Whether it be self choices that kept you stuck. There were also outside sources, spell work, prayers, things done, manipulations, thefts, blocks that were put up to stop a future event. I dreamt about a situation that hasn't happened that I'm aware of, but it could possibly be a future event for certain people. Green eyes. My sister-in-law killed. I did not want to go. The card came out. Somebody was killed. Hidden in plain sight. I can make you see all the things that your heart needs to know to love you more, Celine Dion. Things that need to be healed within your heart, within your emotions. That's what this full moon did for me. Catch a wave. Go into nature, collective. Heal. I keep talking about the ocean and emotions. Ride these emotions. Face the emotions. Catch a wave. Don't get sucked up by the emotions. Don't get stuck. Somebody is watching the collective for bad. Evil eye. Spell work. Voodoo. Whatever you want to call it. Praying. Prey. The letter M or R? I think that's an R. Big ol' Fergie. These cards are like thoughts. All you got. All right. Let's get to the names. And then we'll do an Oracle Wisdom. I'm going to move this so you guys can see the box. We're going to do it like we normally do it. And just grab some little piles. Can't wait to live my life. I can't wait to start, collective. My dreams came true because I am wanting them to. So we'll start with this pile, pull the cards, and do one more pile. Okay. Whoa. There is nothing I wouldn't give from this moment. this pile smaller because my hands are small. They come back out, I'll pull them. Came back out. One more pile and we are done. Alright. Postulate the ancestors. Kenneth, another ancestor. Benito Villarreal, King, Biggs, Curtis, Hamry, Boyles, X, Bow, Reed, Juan, Palmer, Queen, Brady, Mary Jane, Angel, Sandra, Florida, Val, in plain sight, Amelia, Richardson, Amy, Hunter, Ariel, Roop, Nick, Ethel, Sinisa, Lexington, Tanya, Jeffrey, Gavin, Joey, Delisha, Zach, and Daniel. Well, this one fell out of my hand, so warrior spirit, relentless commitment to challenges, approaches life as personal battle, here to master your forceful nature. One more for the collective. Expand. Without expansion, there is no growth. There is more than one way to see things, more than one way to think. There is way more out there. You're being asked to expand. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities, and staying safe in the known is no longer working for you, collective. It's time to make your world just a little bit bigger. It's time to imagine the possibilities and go for them. Dependence on the bottom of the deck. There's something or someone you are clinging to, whether that be religion, a relationship, a friendship, a way of being, a way of thinking. And it's keeping you from stepping into your light. You have everything you need to succeed. The only approval you need is your own. And with that, collective, I'm going to go ahead and end this. I hope you guys have a great day.